So I wanted to hit on the likelihood of something, and the likelihood of the iPhone 16s actually ending up getting some sort of Touch ID. Now, we've seen inbuilt fingerprint sensors inside of phones since the Samsung Galaxy S10 and probably even before that. It's no secret, these things have been available on our devices for a long period of time, but what is the likelihood of this next generation of iPhone actually getting some sort of feature like this? Now, in my opinion, I think there's probably like a 30% chance an iPhone like the iPhone 16s are going to be getting some sort of Touch ID. Apple has like time after time, iPhone after iPhone, doubled down on Touch ID. So there is a very high likelihood Face ID will only be the only thing Apple's going to focus in on. But if we take a look at some other products Apple has made, Apple is still making Touch ID not only on iPhones. We know the iPhone SE3, Apple is currently still making it, but even on iPads like the iPad Airs, there are a lot of different iPads that Apple is still making, like the iPad 10, iPad mini, and some other iPad probably, where the main, biometric sensor is the Touch ID sensor. So with that being said, there is a very high likelihood where an iPhone, like the iPhone 16, Apple could move some components around and give us that type of capability that they're already making inside of the iPhone. But I don't think it's going to come in the form factor of an iPhone 16. I think if there is going to be an iPhone, it's probably going to be maybe an iPhone SE 2025. I think that is more of a chance of that iPhone getting that type of feature set. And then something like the iPhone, 16s. I feel like Touch ID is probably going to be a cheap alternative to Face ID, much like how they're doing it on the iPhone, how they're doing it on the iPads right now. But if it were to happen in the way I think it might end up happening, with the Touch ID sensor under the display, I could see Apple making that as a premium pro feature. I know a lot of people who probably would go and upgrade to something like one of those other iPhones, maybe like an iPhone 16 Pro or something, if it meant that they were able to get some sort of Touch ID sensor inside of their display. I think that would be a really, really big thing. I think if they were going to do it, it would have been a couple of years ago. But I still think there's a very high likelihood Apple could end up doing something like this. And I think that would be very, very crazy. So I think this in and of itself is going to be a very cool thing that ends up happening. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I think it's going to be a fairly low likelihood of something like that happening, but I guess we'll wait and see. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.